How far will devolution go, and how capable are the assemblies on their own, separate from Westminster?
Well, I don't look at it like that. I don't think devolution is going anywhere really. I know what you're asking, but I think the institutions are deeply embedded now and will grow. And how far they want to grow, I would say the answer is one for self-determination by the people of Wales and Scotland. It's a more complicated issue in Northern Ireland because of the history. But you know, that's the theoretical position. But I would be very happy myself in my period as an Assembly member if we were able to achieve what Scotland and Northern Ireland will have achieved in terms of the administration of justice. And I would also like to see the development of some greater democratic institutions within England as a nation within the United Kingdom. Now, I don't know what we can do to help that, but I think it is something that you know we think I would think is important.
I mean, Lord Elis is right. Politics in Northern Ireland is certainly complex, certainly different from Scotland and Wales. But in saying that, I believe it'll be, 10 or 15 years before we really do bed down the institutions in Northern Ireland and move the institutions forward. I keep saying to people, we're really only up and running from May 2007, and we have done a lot of work even from then, and there's a lot more work to do. And I have no doubt whatsoever in the next 10 years we'll have the institutions so well bedded down that we really will take politics forward in Northern Ireland.
Finally, what can the ordinary people of Northern Ireland, the general public and Wales help to promote democracy themselves?
Well, I've often said that what we have got to do as an assembly is make sure that the ordinary public out there are engaging with our assembly, and we have got to, and there's a number of ways I think we can help the people do that, and I think we have to I continue to say to our politicians, we have got to get out of Parliament buildings and engage with people, and I keep saying give people ownership of what we're doing, allow people to understand, because we have a complex system in Northern Ireland of government. They need to understand how the executive side works, how the assembly side works, and how our committee structures work. And they need to know that this is their assembly, and their assembly, we need to know what do they want out of their assembly over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, and many, many years down the road. And I think very much our assembly is very much on trial yet within Northern Ireland. And I think people will judge us in what we have delivered on the ground. And this assembly, I think, is starting to deliver. There's more work to be done, and they haven't had an easy period as well, because they've been bogged down in the bigger political issues. And really, people are more concerned now with economic development, job creation, investment, infrastructure, all of that. So politics is changing from the constitutional issue now to the bread and butter issues. And I think that's where politicians need to be focused over the next number of years.
Well, I think that's a very clear description of the relationship between the Constitution and the politics. And it's getting the system operating in a way that people can participate. Active citizenship is a responsibility on all of us. But the responsibility that political institutions have is to show the citizen that we are open and worth engaging with. And that is an issue which all democracies in the 21st century have to face. And I think the fact that we are doing it anew on a smaller level perhaps than, let's say, Westminster or the European Union, who themselves have got big issues about people feeling associated with what happens there. I think that focus is clearly for us, and part of that is understanding how public opinion feels about us, what the attitudes are, and working with the grain of public opinion in a sense to try and help people to see that what we do is directly beneficial to them, and it is worth them bothering about what we do. And you know, we see recent studies of the amount and proportion of voter registration among young people in particular. And the problem there is because people feel that the institutions aren't communicating with them. And we put a huge effort in both our institutions into that. And I think that that effort will pay in the future.
Lord Elis-Thomass and Mr. Wimhay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.